I'm going streaming on YouTube here in a sec. I'm just putting this
8 o'clock.
I know, I'm streaming on the YouTube, I think. And Twitch. Okay, Twitch is live.
Go charge it. Hold down the button, Liz.
Of course.
I hope that audio's not picking up from that camera. Where are we? Are we live somewhere already?
Yeah.
YouTube?
Yeah, and Twitch. We're going to Facebook. Alright, we are up on Facebook now too. I need the sound off, guys.
Hello, I am David. I have a question for Halle Berry. Which movie do you think is more British, James Bond or this one?
Oh yeah, because of course, Halle, you've been in the Bond franchise.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
I get a pass. I'm passing that to Colin.
Can she drink instead?
Why do I have this much and they have that much? Is what I want to know.
Shut.
Oh, I can now. Would you like to see that?
Would like to remind you to drink responsibly. She's a professional, she can handle it. Thank you for your question, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back from San Diego Comic-Con, and so far none of us have died from the con crud.
Well, I kind of lost my voice for a couple days, but I think
Give it time.
Give it time indeed. Ladies and welcome to another episode of the Super Cool Nerd Show Live, powered by Cinelinx.com. Follow us on Twitter at SCNS Live and at Cinelinx. I am wearing my hosting hat once again today, and I am joined over there on the edge by the one, the only, Jason, the excommunicated.
Wait, he used that.
Who's he? Who's he? Who are you pointing at that is not there yet?
That's been used before.
I don't think it has been.
It's been used before.
I'm under the impression that it has been used for, so we're going to go ahead and use it. Next to him is the lovely, the talented Miss Cora Barton.
I didn't have to worry about con cred because I got to stay home.
And next to her, he's going to sneeze all over her, but he is our fearless producer, the man of television, Mr. Rob Antropy.
No! Wait, did you actually get some crud?
Hell no.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to the con crud.
I'm gone.
Did you get crud?
No.
Okay then.
It has only been 4 days removed.
I was getting something, but it went away.
That was exhausting.
It was real last year. I almost died. That was bad. This year,
almost dying.
This year, I can't tell you how much Gatorade and vitamin C I took before we got there. Or while we were there too. I was even making like cocktails of it. It's like Gatorade on crack. But nerds, we got a little bit of a surprise for you today. Running the boards back from his very, very long disappearance, he has broken free of his captors. I swear we were going to pay the ransom. Luckily, he is back, so we don't have to worry about it anymore. He's the one, he's the only. Your boy Matt is back.
Oh, hi. Hi guys. I'm back.
We're getting the camera over there.
Seriously, they sent you a ransom note, and you didn't pay it. Like they took the
thing is that would have cut into con toy money, so we figured you'd get away with it.
We was gonna pay it, but what had happened? Well, you know what had happened was August. August is coming up, and one of our sponsors is Loot Crate, and we got a brand new month to get excited about because August's Loot Crate theme is Kingdom, featuring The Legend of Zelda, The Lord of the Rings, Adventure Time, and much, much more. Tons of properties you can lose yourself in. Loot Crate is a monthly subscription box service that provides boxes of geek and gaming-related merchandise, and as always, has a monthly t-shirt and pin. Get your discount on Loot Crate by going to lootcrate.com/SCNS Live. Did I sidestep that enough? Are we good?
Seriously, I grew a spider hole beard. Alright? Like, what the hell?
Wait, was that money for his ransom? I thought that was to get this awesome Grand Admiral Thrawn that you can only get from San Diego Comic-Con at the Hasbro booth. Or this Luke and Rey Jedi figure. Yeah, how about those? Or
I think there's a box in front there, Jason.
Oh, it's a little box that we had to get back. No, I'll get that. Never mind. She's walking over there to get it. We see her head still. So, I wanted to get just a little something, a little bitty something for Comic-Con. So, we're good, right?
Yep, we're good.
And you escaped, and I got toys. It's a win-win situation.
So I guess everything worked out.
Also, if you go to my Instagram, please sign up for my sexy Patreon pics. Where you can get more sexy pics like this.
Okay.
Matt, how was
Greece is great. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, you had a good time? Anything special happening?
Greece was fantastic. I absolutely loved it. We went hiking every day. It was awesome. Switzerland, found out that is super expensive. Like, some guy tried to sell me a bottle of water for $6.
Wait.
I was like, this ain't happening.
Did it have alcohol in it? Because that's usually what the liquids I buy that cost $6. They usually have some sort of alcohol in it.
No, you would think, but no. But we had a good time. It was amazing. You guys can check out all the pictures on my Instagram at Move the Joystick.
What they were just like, hey, there's a guy here. He's not from here, so we can rob him.
Get him! He's not going to take his friends back what they asked for. Get him!
He brought me back what I wanted.
Well, he did not bring me or Rob a chick, so...
But he brought me back chocolate, so I don't care.
Yeah, hold on. Let me just talk about that for a sec. They wanted me to kidnap several Swiss women and bring them back to the States.
BC wanted you to kidnap several.
I mean,
You wanted one.
we had a hard time getting our San Diego Comic-Con exclusives back because I get a cut line ticket to get into the line. I want 3 things. Of course, I had to get something for Editor Jordan and another buddy of mine, which amounted to like 5 things. And then Rob's with me, and I tell him, oh, he's not getting anything. He's just in line with me. Rob takes one look at the sheet, and he's like, give me that pen over there. He's like, I want 2 of these 12-inch Daredevil figures. Get one of the Revolution sets you have. I'll take one of these too. He got more shit than I did.
I did not.
That says a lot. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. But also, you didn't want anything. How in the span of 30 seconds of you making fun of me for getting my exclusives, you go to, hey, give me that pen over there. I need some shit too.
I'm an impulsive bitch.
We were literally in the line, and we can see people outside the line. They're like, wait a minute, that dude said he wasn't buying anything. I lied.
Those people were fresh. They didn't know what was going on.
Well, it did go down this past weekend in San Diego. We have so much to talk about. We got a lot to get through. We're going to forego Super Cool Nerd News today, and we're just going to break down some of the bigger things that happened. But before we jump into main pieces of news, overall thoughts, guys. What did y'all think about San Diego Comic-Con 2017? Rob, this was your very first experience out there.
It was painful, but it was a learning experience.
You ain't lying about that.
Yeah, I had things planned out as far as, okay, I'm going to go to this panel, then when this is done, I got 15 minutes where I go over here and go to this panel and do this and do that. And then I got there, and like BC said, you can train all you want, but once you get in that ring, get punched in the mouth, shit goes south real quick. And shit went south real quick.
Crossing the street with a train is never easy.
Oh, that's every year. That's nothing.
That's what I'm saying. It throw you. I got a panel way over there on the other side, outside there. Oh crap! I'm never gonna get across.
We literally ran from one interview to another.
You know what? Even if you could get from one pound to the other within the 15-minute period between them, there's still a 1-hour wait line outside that room.
Hold up, that found out did not apply to us.
Not necessarily.
Until Saturday.
Jason, your thoughts? What'd you think?
It was definitely a learning experience as far as this was as far as press. This was time number 2 for me and time number 2 for you. But I think the other year you really didn't do a lot.
The first year I didn't really do anything.
Yeah, definitely a learning experience as far as like where we need to stay and what we need to do. But I think overall we adapted and overcame, and we got a lot of good things, and especially finding out that we as press could get into Hall H without waiting in line. Which actually that worked out very well, because you went to go get in line for Hall H Friday night and found that the line was already like 5 miles away or something.
It was already double the size that it was last year when I slept in line and did not get in.
So BC came back to our place defeated, and hey, we were like, you can't compete with somebody who gets in line on Wednesday night. They ain't have no fun. But then we find out, oh, there's a press entrance for Hall H, and we just went into it.
Well, I mean, somebody found out. Somebody who is very good looking.
Thank you, BC.
And
I am
very pretty.
Anyway,
that was.
But regardless, I think after we found that out, we kind of had a better time on Saturday.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get this at some point.
Hey, you know what? It is a continual learning experience. I'm still figuring it out. Cora, you were an outsider looking in. What did you think of San Diego Comic-Con? Everything came out of it watching this year.
I didn't watch it in real time.
You watched everything afterwards, didn't you?
I watched everything like yesterday.
I think a better question to ask Cora is, Cora, what do you think of Dream Daddy?
Dream Daddy is the best game that I've played for the computer.
Well, it is a good thing that we covered Dream Daddy a couple months ago during E3.
Which is disappointing, because the people from Dream Daddy actually wanted an interview, and I will admit, I saw the email and I went,
nope, no fucking way.
Okay, look, I'm
good, dog.
First of all, I don't like dating simulators. I don't. I mean, why would I do that? I don't need that. And if it's yaoi themed, I don't like it even more. So,
for those who don't know, Dream Daddy, the full title is Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator where you play a single dad and you find another single dad and get with that single dad. And they're all wonderful characters. And they're fantastic, and I recommend everyone play it. It's a game by Game Grumps, which means it's going to be hilarious, and it is. It's also so filled with dad jokes that I actually started having pain because there were so many, and I was okay with that. It was great.
Okay, I do. How far is it like a PG game?
Yeah, it's a PG game.
Okay.
It does not delve into the sex. Well, like
does it get like a blacked out screen or something?
You get a blacked out screen. You get a blacked out screen in one of the routes. I haven't played all of them.
You hear the squishy noises?
No, you do not hear the squishy noises. No. It is voiced, but it's mostly reactions from characters, and then you're ranking after each date. There's not full-on voice acting, so you don't hear anything.
On the channel.
You know what?
Oh,
if someone would teach me how to do that, I would do it, because I had already planned on doing that.
All right, well, let's jump back into San Diego. Let's get into the floor, Jason. I know you spent a good amount of time down there. What did you think about the floor this year?
The floor was actually, people complain about how crowded the floor is. I actually had an easier time getting around, except on Saturday, the busiest day. I traverse the floor just fine because I push people. Not push. I don't let myself get pushed. I only knocked down one person this year.
I'm not gonna lie to you. We went in on Wednesday, so we can.
I am. Did you knock anybody down? You knocked somebody down. Didn't you?
There was a few, but we went in on Wednesday for preview night, which normally you can move around at your leisure. And there was already too many people for me. I don't like that crap. I'm done with it. I'm out. I don't care about any of this. I gotta go. I gotta get out of here.
I can tell from the picture you posted. Preview night was more packed.
Oh yeah, much more packed than years past.
It's usually not like that on preview night. I missed it because I didn't fly out till Thursday morning. But was there anything that you guys saw on preview night that was probably the best you saw that night? It's not a big night for sure.
When I got in, most of my time in the preview room was going, excuse me, sorry, pardon me,
okay,
excuse me. So we got the hell out of there.
You just pushed through. You just push through, and hopefully nobody's looking in one direction and then runs into you and then falls on the floor because they just bounced off of you. But I traverse the floor. It's crowded. I don't like crowds. Y'all know I hate crowds.
Oh yeah.
But it's San Diego. I gotta know where I'm going, so I gotta just go back and forth. I actually found the floor not as crowded as I was used to, though, which is weird.
See, I thought it was worse than it's been any of the years.
You've been 3 years now. This is your third year.
It's my third year. And even on Sunday, I walked in and I
had friends that went on Sunday and they were like, it's crowded.
I was looking for because Zach and Jay, my buddy Jay Washington, were in there on the floor, and I ran over to the Supernatural panel. And then tried to go in and find them, and I was like, dude, I don't know, I'm not doing this. Y'all meet me outside when you're ready.
I think as far as us being separated when we needed to meet up in there, we were able to. So I think that actually worked out. So when you join us at this finally, we'll have all this down. Just follow our lead, hopefully.
We'll never have it down.
We learn something new every year.
Well, let's get into some of the panels and some of the news, and we're going to start over there in Ballroom 20. Rob was on hand for Star Trek Discovery. Rob, what did you think about it?
Funny story on this one.
Alright, yeah, I'll get to that. Well, this was one of the ones where I got there probably 11 o'clock or 10:30 and got into the room at 2 when Discovery started. Yeah. Star Trek Discovery was good. The panel was good. Everyone was fine. Doug Jones was great. He got up and showed people how he walks in a costume because he's like on these cloven hooves, and he has to push his whole body forward. And that dude is tall.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Tall and skinny as hell. So he did his thing. Sonequa Martin Green had her bit to say. They kept going over the whole Klingon thing, and one of the things that they said they're going to do is all the Klingons will speak Klingon. They are bringing in people that speak the language, linguists and stuff like that, to help everyone on the show, but the Klingons will not be speaking English. There will be subtitles on the screen when the Klingons are talking.
Wow.
Cool.
So this is kind of a bit, there was, in the Next Generations, there were some scenes where the Klingons spoke in Klingon, but yeah, they're going whole hog with this one. It was good. I'm sitting in the audience, because I had to wait 3 hours to get in the room, and I'm somewhere in the middle of the room, and I'm filming, and I I see Jason walk by. I'm like, Jason. He tells me to get up, but I'm still filming. Get up. And he takes me to the front of the room where press is supposed to be.
Yeah.
So I was a little bit pissed off that I stood in line for 3 freaking hours to get into the room to sit with the masses. Not that the masses are bad. There was a really nice girl sitting next to me, and when I moved, she was like, "Say hello to Stephen Amell for me," which is another good story, but that's later on.
That's crazy. Did they show any actual footage? Did you get a new trailer? Did you get
They showed footage, but I was outside when the footage was being shown.
I am curious about one thing from that. Did they explain anything about the paywall, or was there a question from the audience about that fucking paywall?
There was no question about it, because before you ask the question, they have to screen your question. So anyone that's going to ask anything about negative about that paywall and everything, they weren't going to get a question in. So, yeah. It's still a big issue for me, and let's move on from that.
Well, did you happen to see any of the footage after the fact for Star Trek Discovery, Cora?
I did not pay attention to Star Trek because I have not really seen much with Star Trek in general, so it didn't really appeal to me.
All right. What about you, Jason? Did you go ahead and watch it or no?
I was actually in the panel looking for Rob.
But after the panel, did you watch the footage?
Oh yeah, I watched some.
Yeah. What'd you think of it?
I'm all for the Star Trek if I'm able to watch it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Of course. Once again,
it looks decent. I thought what was funny is when I was walking in the panel looking for Rob, I was kind of looking at people because I had to go in front and look for people's faces. And apparently Jason Isaacs is the big prankster there, and they were telling stories about how he would do that, and they would keep calling out, "Jason!" And so I'm looking for Rob and kind of standing up and looking for people, and when the girl that was on Walking Dead, that's the when she yelled out Jason on that part, I actually my heart stopped for a second, like, oh God, what did I do? Because she said, I think you remember that part when she yelled out Jason Isaacs' name. I freaked out for a second, like, I'll sit down. And then I went to the front. I couldn't find Rob at press, and then I was like, I gave up because I swept that room 3 times. I was leaving. Really? I swept the front rows, just looking like I'm looking for a black man with a camera.
Yeah, and in a dark room.
And he caught me as I was about to go out the room and just say, "Fuck it, I can't find Rob."
The funny thing was because
found me.
I'm looking through the viewfinder on the camera, and I see a Jason-shaped silhouette pass by, and I was like, I'm just looking. I'm like, wait, was that?
Backpack also about to fight somebody else. That's what.
Well, Ballroom 20 was a heavy hitter. We'll get more into what happened the rest of that day there. But earlier on Friday evening, I got to go in there to see the world premiere of Batman and Harley, the brand new animated film from the DC universe. Jason, you didn't get in there, right? You weren't in there for that one?
I did not see it.
It was just me and Ricardo.
Yeah,
and Zach.
Rob and I went to some other panels.
Okay, that's right. So full disclosure, one of my oldest friends is the associate producer on this.
Name dropping.
Literally the first name that comes up on the credits is my buddy. So I liked it. I thought it was good. It was really different than I thought it was. And if you're going into this expecting what you have been seeing from the DCU or the DC animated movies, it's going to be a lot. It's almost a satire of Batman.
Okay, well, I'm kind of used to I'm kind of used to stuff like that with Batman the animated series, which is what I feel this.
It's even like it starts out and it kind of feels like Batman the animated series, but then it immediately jumps to almost become a parody of Batman.
Well, you know what, BC? I understand you have opinions about it, but I go to the authority and the experts, and as long as Nazni Voles said it was good, I'm all right.
Yeah, she was in there too, and I didn't get a chance to speak with her about it after because we didn't stay for the Q&A. We bailed out because I wanted to go get in line for Hall H. But I don't know. There was a fart joke in the Batmobile, and
I like fart jokes.
And I don't. It doesn't really. I don't know. It didn't really work for me there.
I can fart right now. It'll be hilarious. Watch.
Please don't.
A lot of the comedy did work, but some of it fell flat. So it's kind of. I think it's going to be a very polarizing film when it finally hits. A lot like The Killing Joke was. So it's definitely going to be going to be interesting to see what people think about it when it finally does hit for digital download and when you're able to buy it. So, all right.
But overall, you did like it.
Overall, I thought it was good.
Okay,
I did, and it just it has some things to it that are cool. It has some things that I was like, there's damn near a full-on sex scene between Harley and Nightwing.
Really?
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So it's definitely I don't know what it's rated. I don't know if it was rated R because I knew
you killing Joe a lot with PG-13. Hey, I mean,
wait, hold on. Do we get to see Nightwing without a shirt on?
Not really.
Actually, yeah, the bed scene when he comes in.
Yeah, Batman does come in and catch them.
Everybody wants some dick.
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
just that one.
Did you see the statue?
Oh God!
Oh God! How did I know that you saw the debut statue of Nightwing? It's like it was a come hither pose.
Okay, so for everyone, you know how DC made those Bishojo statues where they were, the female characters from DC, but they're in cute anime poses like they are for figures. They finally decided to start doing them for men, and their debuting is Nightwing, and it is the best figure, and I'm getting it. I'm getting that figure. I don't give a shit what anyone says. His ass looks so good in that figure. Oh my God.
It's like butter.
All right, well, let's jump over to Historic Hall H, and Netflix was bringing us some strange things in a brand new panel for Stranger Things Season 2. One of the most fun panels that I had been through the entire time there. This cast really seems to have they really developed a great bond. Patton Oswalt was the moderator for it, and man, did he just have fun doing it. This was a great panel. I know Jason was in there with me. We had we got to see the new trailer, which is now online. Did you get to see that, Cora?
I have not, because I haven't finished the show, so I didn't want to watch the trailer yet.
What about you, Rob? Did you watch the trailer?
Yeah, I did.
What'd you think of it?
It's okay. I mean, I'm just waiting to watch it. I don't remember seeing 11 in it, though, because...
She shows up at the very, very end. She shows up and she breaks through a locker and comes back from the upside down.
I honestly...
It looks like the upside down is bleeding into our world. There's a bunch of Ghostbusters. I'm excited for it. You saw the panel.
To the 80s.
What'd you think of it?
The Vincent Price voiceover was immediately like, now I remember why this man's voice could just terrify you with just a few words. And the Michael Jackson, all the 80s references
was great. Yeah.
All of the 80s references were just awesome through that in that movie. I got really kind of a sense of dread when he started seeing things, and whatever that big tentacled Cthulhu thing that was in the sky, I'm like, whoa. I mean, it was bad enough the suspense in the first Stranger Things with not seeing the monster as much as we did.
Yeah.
I have a feeling this one is going to be way worse.
What else I loved about the panel itself was when they always do audience questions. The first person to stand up and ask a question was the actress that plays Barb. It was great. The audience went nuts. Her question was, will we see Barb in Season 2? Unfortunately, we will not be seeing Barb in Season 2.
Barb's dead.
But we are going to get justice for Barb.
Barb's dead.
So
everybody kept saying Barb's still alive. I was like, Barb's dead.
Barb dead. She got
when Barb was in the upside down in the pool, freaking the thing come out of the mouth and that bitch dead.
I don't know why people were holding on to the belief that Barb would magically just pop out of somewhere.
I still don't know how she got an Emmy nom. I get it. She was in 2 episodes.
That is one of the weirdest characters ever. Everyone just loved Barb.
I didn't watch Stranger Things until right before when San Diego Comic, because I knew I was going to be in there for the panel.
Really?
So I literally binged it the week before we left.
Huh.
And that's what caught me off guard. I was like, man, everyone was talking about this Barb girl.
I like she was a hero.
I did not give a crap. You saw Stranger Things, right? I did not give a crap.
Finish it, right?
Yeah, again, I've only seen the first 2 episodes.
Oh, I did not give a crap about Barb.
I liked Barb. I think the reason everyone loves Barb so much is because a lot of people can identify with her. She is that awkward, nerdy friend that just kind of goes along with a bunch of stuff that her more personality aggressive friend is doing. She's a very quiet character, and
she's relatable.
She's very relatable. She's not the popular kid at the party. She's not the popular kid at all. and her friend who wasn't
is becoming
popular, and she's just kind of getting dumped to the wayside. And a lot of people can relate to that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Matt, have you watched Stranger Things at all?
Yeah, I've watched Stranger Things.
Are you excited did you watch the trailer for season 2 yet?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Oh, absolutely loved it. Like, it's everything that you guys were talking about, like the fully fledged 80s and the mix in sci-fi, horror, all that. Absolutely love it. It took everything that I loved from the first one, and it looks like it's just amplifying it in the second one. And I'm honestly, it's one of my most anticipated things this year. I cannot wait.
I don't know how big Matt's head is on here.
Yeah, his head is really big in
Here's my ice.
Was it
you were always.
What's that guy that's on like Marvel? That Mordo guy, whatever the hell he is.
MODOK.
I'm MODOK.
It's an organism designed only for kissing.
Yeah, that's it.
So Thursday morning, we woke up, we trucked it down to Hall 8 for what was one of my most anticipated panels, the Fox panel. What were they going to show us? How many X-Men film were they going to announce? What about Friday. The Fantastic Four? Was it Friday? Maybe it was Friday, whatever it was. Will Ryan Reynolds be in the house? Instead, all we got is Kingsman, and we got this really cool Channing Tatum video to show you right quick.
Anyone else have a good time?
Yeah, it was fun. Look, I'll just come out and say it. I was like a fan of the first one, and I was begging to be in this movie. So yeah, and thank God these guys were just a lot of fun.
I don't want to give a spoiler away here, but we do get to see Channing in a bowler hat in the film. Was that your first time in a British bowler?
Maybe not. No? I might have really liked Clockwork Orange.
You had to go bowler hat at home, Channing?
Maybe I like to get a little weird.
Just for those special occasions like anniversaries?
Yeah, exactly. Cosplay.
Thank you for your question, sir.
What's going on?
Occasions like anniversaries?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
We're back. Okay, we are back. So yeah, that was awesome. Channing Tatum basically ran that panel. It was awesome. I really was excited to see anything I could about the X-Men, and they literally changed it that morning. It became the Fox panel, changed the name in the app, everything, to the Kingsman panel.
Not good. Well, I think it was probably 20 minutes before we went inside the room. We found out it changed from Fox panel to Kingsman, and I was not happy.
No,
I was not happy at all.
I wasn't happy until after the panel. After we saw what we saw, they did a great job at showing us some really cool stuff.
Yeah.
They open up. You can see this part online right now. You can see Eggsy meets Archer. It's just animated shorts I've ever seen. So much fun. It's got Eggsy going parkour all the way through London. All of a sudden comes into Archer, and they have a little back and forth.
I have to check that out.
It's hilarious, man. But then they showed us like the opening 10 minutes
like, 10 to 12
of the
minutes.
film, which is one of the greatest car chases and fights I've ever seen.
It was a good car chase. I won't say the greatest.
Dude, it's so much fun. Like it's just
as it is.
Oh man, like the whole time you've got Eggsy just sitting there calling back to Merlin, hey, can I take care of these guys yet? And Merlin's like, no, there's people around. And he just keeps so he keeps driving and fighting, and you're just wondering, what's he gonna do to take care of him? Finally he gets to a spot, he said, what about now? Oh yeah, you're cleared now. He just fires these rockets, they shoot up in the air, split up into 3, come down and destroy all the cars.
Call that a cluster missile.
It's so amazing, man.
That's awesome.
It was absolutely incredible.
And that freaking drift he did.
Oh yeah.
It was like one of those circles, and he hit this skid and just went all through the screen. Mm-hmm. It's like,
and then we get a meeting of Eggsy and Merlin. They're trying to break into the Statesman's hideout, and they run into Channing Tatum, who beats their ass
quickly,
very quickly.
And then the last clip they ended off with.
Oh, tell him
the villain.
Julianne Moore. What's
the name?
Poppy.
Yeah, she has this like 50s fetish, and her little drug den or whatever it is set up like like a diner and a chocolate shop and pharmacy and all that.
And it's out of these ancient ruins somewhere too. And she's just built this.
Just put it in because she likes it, and she's interviewing. Well, she's listening to one of her old hirelings talking about this new guy he's bringing in, and she's like, okay, yeah, fine, he's good. And she turns to the new guy and says, I demand respect and this and that and so on, and people messed up and he messed up, so you gotta kill him. Throw him in this meat grinder.
I like her.
And then, what? He throws him in the damn meat grinder.
Well, he tried to run, but she has these robotic dogs.
Never run.
So, yeah.
Robotic dogs.
Yeah. So it just stopped her from leaving. They didn't attack, rip him apart or anything.
No, puts him in the meat grinder.
And the meat grinder was so efficient, it was ripping off his clothes and shooting it out the side panel while grinding the meat into a plate that was on the other side. So very efficient.
Oh my god.
So she sends the new guy to go get his makeover, where they take off his fingerprints, file down his dentals, and put the golden and melt the golden circle into him. I guess so. That's what we get finally get the meaning of what the Kingsman Golden Circle is. He comes back after that, and we got a nice little burger for him to eat.
Oh.
And that's the end of our clip.
It was great. I loved it. Julianne Moore as this sadistic as hell, but she's the sweetest person ever. And she's just like, here's a hamburger for you. Eat up. Yum yum. And the guys are like, but yeah.
Alright, so I have a new favorite villain.
It's gonna be incredible. I'm so much more excited. So while we didn't get any X-Men, we did at least get to see some really cool stuff from the Kingsman. And we got some cool stuff that I believe we're going to be giving away at some point somewhere. I'm not 100% positive on what we're giving away.
There's going to be some liking and some subscribing and some names being drawn in the hats.
Sounds about right. So,
any criteria have to be met.
Jumping off, Marvel TV did not bring us any Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. this year, but they packed the house for Inhumans, so much so that Rob could not even get in there. Legion had a very strong showing. As well, they debuted a new trailer and showed the entire first episode for the Defenders.
Wait, what? They showed the entire first episode for Defenders?
Yes. The entire first episode of Defenders was aired in Hall H Friday night?
Yes.
I think it was Friday night. Yeah,
Friday night, yep.
And then my favorite part of the convention, but the Gifted panel. I enjoyed this thing so much. I am so excited to see this new show. I don't know if y'all saw the new trailer for the Gifted, but we got some dope scenes, and it looks like a great X-Men television show.
No, I certainly hope so. I see everything for it.
I still have my issues with it, but it's very minor. It's nothing big about the show, just character names. But other than that, I'm ready to watch it.
I like Thunderbird, Blink, and Polaris already. I like them, so I'm good. She's got the Magneto hands, as she said.
That was I love that interview. That was really cool too. So, but Defenders so far mostly positive,
and all of them were there too.
Most of them, and what everyone has said. So I believe we also got a teaser for the Punisher, which they did not release online. But from what I've heard, everyone who saw Defenders said it was really good. It was really just set up and showing you where everyone is.
It's going to have to be with the first episode of Defenders, which I really hope they go past the normal amount of episodes they do. Just give me maybe one or two more.
I believe
we're trying to hit 4 characters.
Is it 8? What? I'm not 100%, but I can double check it.
Anyway, that's not enough. That ain't enough crack. That's not enough. Nope, not enough. I need more. That does not. 8 episodes does not do it for me. I know we're getting some more of them individually. Of course, we're getting the Punisher, which I fully expect Punisher to make an appearance in this. He better make an appearance in Defenders.
I'll be interested to see. I mean, I don't know if he was actually on the panel itself.
He was not there, no.
The Defenders will consist of 8 episodes and is scheduled to be released on August 18th.
Damn. I think Punisher is actually doing some photography right now, and that's why John Barenthal was not there. He did tweet out a little bit this weekend, like, I wish I was, but, I'm too busy killing something, he said, or whatever.
So, sounds about right.
Yep.
Well, I am really excited for it. Inhumans got a brand new trailer for it.
Still.
I think this looks like absolute, utter garbage.
Okay, so it hasn't gotten any better. All right.
I don't understand how you've teamed with IMAX and you have graphics and design that looks worse than 2004's Ghost Rider.
Look, that one scene where they're putting Medusa on her knees and holding her arms, it had better end with her going, ha ha, y'all don't know me, and then her strangling them to death.
Did you watch the new trailer?
Yeah, I watched it.
Did you watch her hair?
I watched
it. Looked awful.
I'm not even talking about this. The wig, everything.
No, when her hair starts moving.
No, everything about the hair just looks like not what I expected. Look, I am fully okay with Medusa in the comics having the Peg Bundy like bun in the back, because that hair is about to come to life and kill you. Like, I remember they did Contest of Champions and she almost killed Venom because her hair was breaking the sound barrier as it whipped him. So this is not impressive what I'm seeing with the hair. It just doesn't look good.
I haven't seen it, so I mean,
well, the thing
I
is,
saw the first one. That's about it.
In the comics, it's always like flowing and moving, and I guess they couldn't afford to do that constantly.
Which is weird because they're teaming with IMAX. I don't see how you're going to do this and not
even
do
if
it right.
Looked bad. Her hair is it's huge. It's as huge as her body.
It's insane. I don't get it, but.
I don't like this. I don't like this film. I mean, this TV series.
Opposite of that, over on Saturday in Ballroom 20 after Star Trek, Rob and Jason controlled the CW Arrowverse that had a whole bunch of trailers. Rob, walk us through some of the better moments of that day.
Whew, okay, so
you were in there the whole time.
I got in there and I stayed. When she put me up in front, I stayed there. I didn't leave the room at all. I held it in.
I still can't believe I found you.
Okay, first we start off with Supergirl. It was an okay panel.
You can tell. I'll tell you of all the trailers that came out, the Supergirl one has me most intrigued. I think it was one of the best trailers.
I'm still on board with Supergirl.
You think so? Huh,
and okay. I don't actually even because I hated Supergirl this past season. I loved the first season, hated this past season, but the trailer of all these got me the most hype.
Okay.
I'm excited to see what they do without Kara Danvers. Kara, she was a mistake to be Kara. I'm excited.
She's just stripping away the humanity. She's becoming Supergirl, and that's going to be it. And Mon-El is supposed to be coming back, but we don't know when or how or what they're doing for that.
I hate him too.
Well, they got to bring back her love interest.
Her boyfriend.
Get a new one.
Actual boyfriend.
The shot Jimmy and the girlfriend Lyra or whatever the hell her name is, the alien girl, they're still a team and they're gonna do whatever. That was really, I really didn't was about the whole thing. After that we had Legends of Tomorrow.
It's crazy.
Was that not a great panel though? Like
yeah. First, Katie Locke seemed like she was kind of high.
Probably. It is California.
But, okay.
And that one is my favorite show, and only because of the chemistry of that cast. So did it bleed through in the panel?
Yes.
Yeah, it
absolutely
definitely did. I mean, they have this thing now where they're going to try to give Sarah a love interest, and we don't know if it's going to be male or female. I think they're leaning towards male. And they say people are getting upset about this, and it's like, look, she's bisexual. She's not a lesbian. She can date whoever.
I still think she should be with her.
So, yeah, that's going to happen. Vixen's grandmother, I believe that, I can't remember the name, but the character was on the Vixen CWC show, is going to be brought into Legends of Tomorrow.
The same girl that played her the first time she was there?
Time travel.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Granddaughter.
Okay.
Not grandmother, granddaughter.
Granddaughter? Okay. So she's going to be...
Oh, yeah, we're moving forward.
Yeah, we're moving forward, yes. Okay, so I knew it was grand something. So, yeah. So she's going to be in there. And... Black Lightning. I was kind of on the whole Black Lightning thing. But when they got up there... first of all, they put it in your face. This for all the black people out there. Black people need a hero. Where my blurs at?
I love the term blurred.
I'm in the audience like white folks sitting there and all black folks. Woo! Yes!
Did they show an actual trailer?
Well, we already had it.
Because all I saw online was like, this is the CW Arrowverse, and Black Lightning's here at the end.
Yeah, they showed a little something, but it seemed like it was just more clips.
Yeah.
Not a real trailer.
Okay. I expected something new from
it. It was kind of an extended thing of the what you saw on TV.
Okay.
But the one thing I found out that I didn't realize before, and I didn't even look it up before, but his girls are going to gain powers also.
Yeah, that's in the comics.
Yeah, they're going to become thunder and lightning, and it's about them starting to get these powers, and he's like, oh shit, I probably got to put the suit back on, or whatever, because these girls are now starting to manifest powers.
Back when CW was doing their, well, not CW, but DC was doing their cartoon block, they had some shorts where they show, Matt's like, I'm with you because we watch Young Justice, but they had some shorts with Black Lightning and his daughters. They were actually pretty good. I think they were like either 2 or 3 of them, and I actually wanted more of them.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know anything. I mean, even when I went to look up Thunder and Lightning later on, there was something about 2 brothers.
No, this is you got to go further up because they do assume those names. They are previous characters, but yeah, the 2 daughters of Black Lightning. They do. That actually excites me a little bit because I really like how they were depicted in the comics and on those little 5-minute shorts that we saw on the DC cartoon block that they had. So yeah, I know it's not going to be as entertaining as the cartoon block, but I'm still ready for it. If they get some, because they're like, we have powers, woo! And he's like, calm down. We have powers. I ain't calming down, and they just keep using them. So
yeah, well, when they showed it in the little trailer teaser, whatever they showed, it was like stuff was happening, and they were scared. Like, what the hell's going on?
Well, yeah, there was an initial, oh my god, what have I done? Yeah. And then afterwards, like, oh, that's what I did.
I can fly!
They're very cute and entertaining. I hope they actually will bring in more people with that. Like, I'm sorry, his daughters, they're adorable and they have powers. I love those 2.
Now, the Flash, that was a good one. They really didn't say if they were gonna. They're not bringing Barry out instantly.
Well, we're talking. This is all 6 months later.
Yeah.
I still think that it's gonna be episode 1 that he's out.
And I think
it would be ballsy if they didn't. I would love it if they didn't.
And we are confirmed that Tom Felton is not going to be a series regular in this season.
Also, it seems like they are not using a speedster. Using someone called the Mad Thinker, or something like that, or the Thinker.
Thank you.
So and they even put it out there as the fastest man alive against the fastest thinker alive.
That's going to be interesting. That's happy.
I'm kind of happy for that. I'm like, okay, thank God, not another freaking speedster.
Did they show any John Wesley Shipp in there coming back as
no, they did not show anything with him.
I hope they do because I really like him as Jay Garrick.
Yeah.
And he is at cons. He is just like so nice to everybody. I want to see more Jay Garrick, and I want to see him as Jay Garrick.
And they even said something about Caitlyn coming back, and they're like, "Yeah, but Caitlyn is gone or dead or blah blah blah."
And then according to the trailer,
yeah, and she's like, "Well, yeah, Caitlyn's coming back, or is she? Is it her?"
Oh,
it may be another Earth Caitlyn that's coming. We don't know. She just kind of left that out there, and people look at her like, "Go ahead, finish." She's like, "I'm done." Other than that, said Arrow is going to take over the team, and then so we move on to Arrow. Arrow is still going to have flashbacks.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
I like what they're doing now.
I was sick and tired of the goddamn flashbacks. So when they said it, I was like, God damn it! However, the flashbacks are going to be character specific. The first character they mentioned having flashbacks for was Deathstroke the Terminator. Slade is going to be they're going to be doing flashbacks for him.
Yep.
On the show. I heard that and I'm so in.
I'm so excited.
I'm in. Okay. That's all I need to hear. I'm back home, Arrow. We're good. We good, yo.
I mean, honestly, that was the biggest thing that I took out of that. Echo Kellum, as far as being on the panel, he was hilarious.
He is.
There were questions they were asking other people. They asked stuff like for the girls, and he's like, I got this question.
I have liked Echo Kellum ever since when he got announced for Mr. Terrific, and I wrote the story on Cinelinx. I found him on Twitter. I was like, "You're doing one of my favorite DC characters. You better do it right." And he responded. He was like, "Jason, I'm gonna make you proud." I was like, "Holy crap, okay," because I still want T-Spheres. I want fucking T-Spheres.
They have them.
I know they have them. I want to use them like he used. I want in the comic, like they're just like constantly orbiting him, and he just like sends them out to do things. It's fantastic. It's Phantasm. Okay, we can do this. They don't do it enough for me. He relies on those T-Spheres so much in the. I know.
Well, he spent most of his time getting his ass kicked on the show.
Okay, so fine. He's the I really want him to up his game.
Okay,
because I like Mr. Terrific. I really do.
So
I love the fair play jacket when they added that in too.
During the question answer period of the whole Arrow thing, there was one question for Echo where he said, in one scene your hair is all poofed out, and then they say suit up, and when you suit up your hair's braided. How does that happen? The Flash braids it for me.
That's awesome. Awesome.
And the second one, I think everyone should know about this one by now. This little girl gets up.
Oh Lord.
Do we have that clip?
Please,
just talk about it first, then we're gonna show the clip.
Okay.
I actually have the pics that I'm showing as you're talking about it, and then we'll run the clip.
All right. So this little girl, Sarah, she gets up and she asks Stephen Amell if he's going to do his cancer T-shirt thing again.
Yes.
Year. And she mentioned that she's a cancer fighter. And he asked, wait, what was your name? And he was kind of out of it the whole time. When he heard, I'm a cancer fighter, he did, what's your name? I'm sorry.
On her.
Yeah, and he asked her what name. She says Sarah, and he told her how many times she's been here. Third time. You come back next year? Yes. Come back next year, and I have a present that I'm going to give you. And he takes off this custom-made Arrow necklace that a friend made for him. And I remember seeing him posting it on Twitter a while ago.
And he's always wearing it when he does his like Facebook Live videos.
He always wears it. And he took that off and gave it to her. And told her, next year, when you come back, you give that to me, and I'll have something else for you. I wanted to marry the man.
Also, more video footage of this.
We have the video footage.
Please.
We gotta go show that right now.
My name is Sarah, and my question is for Stephen Amell. Since I am a fighter of cancer, I was wondering if you were going to make more Fight Cancer shirts, and if so, when?
What is your name? I'm so sorry.
Sarah.
Sarah, where are you from, Sarah?
The high desert.
Where's that?
In between LA and Vegas.
That's pretty okay. Is this your first time at Pokemon? You come here every year?
I think this is my 3rd year.
Like in a row? That's pretty cool. I'll tell you what. I am going to do another campaign, but I have, if it's cool, you going to come next year, you think?
I think so.
I think so? Okay, I'll tell you what. If you come back to this panel next year, I'm going to give you something, and a year from now, you can give it back to me. Okay? Bottom line, did this really cool arrow. So Sarah, come here.
This fucking guy.
He could have me. He was right there.
Look, the next time he puts those shirts on sale, honestly, I'm gonna go buy 2 of them. because all the proceeds he donates 100%. 100%, not some charity. 70%. No, 100% goes to fuck cancer.
The thing is, you got to get those shirts quick, because when he puts them up there, he said he had like,
I tried.
2015, like 2,000 gone in 15 minutes.
Yeah, I tried, because I was like, I fuck cancer. I hate cancer too. I need that shirt. So I would 3 of them. Same time.
I am hoping to go back to San Diego Comic-Con next year. And I really hope, I want to see Sarah there.
Yeah, big shout out to Sarah, who is fighting cancer, and apparently, like they posted a couple stories about she is whooping cancer's ass. So
good. Well,
kudos on Sarah. Hell, I want to buy a fucking gift for Sarah and present it to her, because if you can beat cancer, you've earned my respect.
Absolutely, very, very inspirational.
It was a good moment.
People.
He never passes by a moment to be a good person.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we can appreciate about Stephen Amell. Seriously.
Yeah.
So I know we're coming up on an hour, but we're going to stay on here because it's San Diego recap. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep talking, and we're coming into the heavy hitters because they came into Hall H and they came in swinging because WB and DC started up the day. They brought in Steven Spielberg and they brought in Ready Player One.
This is where I lost my voice. You ain't lying, because
Jason was standing right behind me, and he was screaming like a little girl.
Why gotta scream like a girl? Why gotta just scream like a Jason?
Because it was like a little girl. Like a little girl.
I will justify all my screaming very soon. Go ahead.
Bro, okay, the trailer's online. Who's watched the trailer?
I watched it today, actually.
Which all of them, yeah.
This thing is absolutely incredible, and I had no interest in this at all until seeing that trailer. The shot of, I don't know who it was, but somebody fighting Freddy Krueger, and then the DeLorean
Player One,
and then the DeLorean just whips by.
No, the Iron Giant, which we ain't seen on screen. I have to put in my disc of Iron Giant to see some Iron Giant. When I saw the Iron Giant walk on the screen, I lost it. I absolutely lost it. That was it for me. That's one of my favorite movies, and he's in a freaking movie. It makes me
Iron Giant.
Oh God, I think I had an aneurysm. Why have we not seen the Iron Giant?
You watched the trailer today. What did you think of it?
It's a movie.
Matt, you watched the trailer. What did you think of it?
I have a deeper question for Matt, so go ahead.
I absolutely loved it. I thought it was amazing.
Matt,
I will say, first of all, that like just a little bit of backstory. That's not supposed to be the Iron Giant. It's supposed to be, I don't remember, but it's like a Japanese mech of sorts that I don't think U.S. audiences would know. But yeah, I loved it. I loved the DeLorean. I went crazy for all of these little things. Light cycles. Oh my God, Tron! You gotta be kidding me. I'm a huge Tron fan. So yeah, I was a big fan.
Did you read Ready Player One, Matt? Because you always told me it was a good book, right?
No, I never told you that. I haven't read it, but
I thought you did.
I haven't read it. A buddy of mine actually, my buddy texted me and he said, "Hey, I've actually read it before, but I really want to read it again. You guys want to start a book club?" And I'm like, I think this might be the only time that I ever join a book club.
I think I'm ready to read the book now. I think I want to read the book before the movie comes out. So
I'll read the book.
Well, I don't know how to read, but I am really excited for this movie.
It looks good. When Spielberg came out and took the stage, I mean, the crowd was just like in shock and amazed that he was there. Him and Mr. Klein, the writer of the book, who said only Steven Spielberg could have seen what the vision of this movie should be. I mean, yes, we knew everything else they were going to show, and everything else was kind of like systematic as it happened. Mm-hmm. I am so ready for Ready Player One.
I'm really excited.
I'm willing to read the book because I need more of this now in my life.
I mean, when I said it was a movie, I mean, I know absolutely nothing about it. I saw the trailer and it's like, okay, it looks good, but I want to see the movie.
And it might have to do with the hype that was in that room. That presentation that they put on was incredible.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Yes. So that that also gets you pumped, man. That Hall H is another experience.
So this was the first time I've ever been in Hall H out of all the times before I became press and before I went to San Diego Comic Con. Because honestly, I was like, I don't want to go to Hall H because it takes away from too much of time of things I want to do.
Yeah, no, you didn't even care about me going in there until I found the way in.
Well, yeah, when it became easy, I was
like, oh, I care now. This is exciting.
However,
yeah, everybody was like, "Fuck BC, we'll go stand in line."
BC, you're dumb. Why are you going to do that?
Because it does take away.
You're so stupid.
I don't want to wait in lines. I don't. But the way they presented it, I can see some of the appeal of Hall H.
Some of the appeal.
When those curtains open up and it's all expands out, it's 360 degrees around you, I can appreciate that. I don't want to stand in the fucking line, though.
Wait, it's all around?
Oh, yeah, it is all around you. They didn't do it for us for Fox, but for Warner Brothers and Marvel.
Okay, on the sides,
it's a whole
where those curtains are, those curtains come back.
Yeah.
And it's all screen.
Oh, okay.
So Warner Bros. They came in there. They also brought us a little bit of Blade Runner 2049, just a little trailer, a panel.
They showed us like a clip of using a clip from the old Blade Runner movie where Decker was doing his interrogation part.
So, but then Warner Brothers, they brought in the closers to hit you with the knockout punch. It was time for DC. We opened up with an amazing look at what to come from the DC films with announcements of films like Wonder Woman 2, Suicide Squad 2, Justice League Dark, Shazam, The Batman, Green Lantern Corps, Flashpoint, and Batgirl. Jason, correct me if there's anything I missed out there, but holy crap, were these
we got Justice League Dark, which I thought we were not going to get Justice League Dark because we got the animated movie, which the animated movie was not that great. We are getting a live-action Justice League Dark movie. We're getting Batgirl. I'm really excited about Green Lantern Corps because some of my favorite Green Lanterns are not Hal Jordan, surprisingly. So if that
was one of the only good things.
Guy Gardner. Can we get Guy Gardner and Jon Stewart?
One of the only good things about that god-awful Green Lantern movie was seeing the Corps and being up there in space with them. That was pretty cool.
I'm hoping we get to see more humans in there, of course, but I was really shocked, though, at The Flash and then Flashpoint, which, as we all know for comic readers, Flashpoint is... This changes things.
Now we know that Ben Affleck. There's been the rumors that he's going to get out there, and he came out and he didn't necessarily say. He definitely dodged it. But he does sound like he wants to work with Matt Reeves on The Batman. So do you think it's going to be Flashpoint and maybe The Batman kind of ushering him out?
I don't know, but him not just coming out right away and saying, guys, ignore the media. I'm Batman. I want to be here, and I want to do more movies. He just said, I'm very fortunate to be here. I enjoy what I do. He dodged the question. He gave the PC answer, and considering like all the backlash that was going on, I really expected more. I really expected him to get a definitive answer, and that was not a definitive answer. So that leads me to believe Ben Affleck may not be Batman.
Yeah.
So...
Well, before we actually jump into the Justice League panel, they brought out one of the biggest rock stars on the mother-loving planet, and that's freaking Khal Drogo, Jason Momoa. This guy is a freaking rock star.
He's insane.
They bring him out,
insane,
and the lights are flashing, they're going, he's got the trident, and he's just all over the place. This guy's energy could light up a room.
He is positively insane. And also, I mean, we can get it. Can we go into what he told a kid?
Let's wait for getting to that. Let's get into the Aquaman footage first.
Now, it was very brief what we saw. I mean, what we did see was basically two guys out on the boat. They're doing a little bit of fishing, you know. And all of a sudden, they hook something, and they start getting dragged through the water. As they're getting dragged through the water, finally they just let go of the fucking pole, which they should have done like 2 minutes before that whole thing happened, and they see a fleet of ships, submarines, underneath the water proceeding through. When I say a fleet, I mean we're talking 200 plus ships, people riding sea creatures through the water, and we learn, because apparently Jason Momoa can't hold water, that's not Aquaman's fleet. That's Ocean Master's fleet. So, and as he says, yes, I fight my brother. So,
because the kid asked, was that, because you're a one-man army, so was that your army, or was that Black Manta's army? He goes, well, I'm not supposed to say things, but that's Ocean Master's army.
I love how he brought the fork out on stage. I call it the fork because it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
And hands it off to Chris Hardwick when he gets tired of holding it. He's like, "Here, Chris, hold this." And Chris Hardwick's like, "All right, I got it. I got this."
I volunteered to hold it.
You want to hold his trident too?
Well, I want to hold more than a trident, but I'll start there.
Worst gay ever.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Gotta give shouts out to Matt.
I am bisexual.
So, then we bring out the rest of the Justice League. And
wait a minute. Before we go any further, can we give a shout out to intern Ricardo, who sat in there the whole time. As soon as he was able to get in the Hall H, he found a seat, stayed there, and took pictures and brought them to us from Hall H. Ricardo, you did a damn good job. And all those wonderful pictures on SCNS Live's Facebook page were brought to you by him. And they walked right by him as they were walking in. Ezra Miller, who was dressed up as Ed from Full Metal Alchemist, because they show on camera of them walking in. We've got, why can't I think of Ben Affleck's name? Walking in, Gal Gadot is walking from the other side, and you see a guy dressed up as Ed from Full Metal Alchemist. And I'm like, why the fuck is he walking next to Ben Affleck? And another guy wearing a hood, and you're like, who the fuck is that guy? It was Ezra Miller and the guy that plays Cyborg.
Ray Fisher. And as cool as Ezra's costume was, when Ray took his hoodie off and had the I Heart Zack Snyder.
Yeah,
respect.
They gave a lot of love for Zack.
They did.
So that was awesome.
He's out.
But when Ezra Miller took off the wig, when he got on stage, I was like, okay. Because Ricardo recognized him up close.
And Ezra Miller ran this panel. This kid, him and Jason Momoa were definitely the stars of the
I love how they tried to call him rookie, and he was like, I've already been in a film.
What?
Have you seen Suicide Squad?
and he's just like, what? Why am I the rookie? Ray, why?
I've actually been in the film full costume. And he was like, I loved it. Ezra Miller is very entertaining. I like him more after that panel too.
So, all right, like you were saying, they show us the trailer.
Yes.
Everybody watched the Justice League trailer? No. Okay.
Really?
Okay. Well, did you watch the trailer?
I did not watch a lot.
Matt, what did you think of the Justice League trailer?
Every time you ask me a question, I have to do so much work over it.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm throwing you off.
It's fine. I'm leaning back. I'm enjoying myself.
Make it work.
I'm in my flow, and then you make me do this. Dude, I loved it. I thought that was awesome. It made me more excited for Justice League. And the thing that I found most interesting was, with all the uncertainty with Ben Affleck, this trailer was geared toward the rest of the Justice League and barely any Batman. Whereas the first teaser, or whatever they're calling it, was all Ben Affleck all the time. This was everybody else.
What I loved about it was one, when Steppenwolf lands in Themyscira.
Ooh.
That was awesome.
Okay, and he's in the fucking lion's den. And somehow, apparently, he's going to make it out of the lion's den.
But then you hear that voiceover.
Very good.
You have no protection on this planet. No lanterns. No Kryptonians. So I'm thinking the lanterns are going to show up at the end of Justice League. And then they get to that scene. Jason will test. I was standing in there where it goes black and then it comes back and it's Alfred. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, you mother, they're gonna show Superman. They're gonna, don't you do it.
Now,
and they didn't do it. What they did was because was it Superman? Was it Green Lantern?
As I heard from my sources, we were supposed to see Superman in that trailer, and it was changed last minute that we did not see Superman.
So, but we did. We did not see him.
Well, the trailer's online,
and it was perfect. It's a great trailer.
So we don't. Okay, but we know he's in it.
Yeah,
even though Jason Momoa told a kid.
So then this kid comes up to ask a question. This kid had to be maybe 12 years old. Maybe.
Probably 10.
Maybe 10 years old. Kid gets up and he's very polite. And he goes, I love all of your movies. You are all really, really good. I'm a big fan. I noticed that Superman is not in the trailer. Where is he?
Aww.
And the first thing, Jason Momoa is the first person to speak, and he goes, hey, kid, I don't know if your parents let you watch the last movie, but Superman's dead. I was like, this man has no chill.
I yelled from the press pit, and I think he heard me because he looked over for a second. I said, "Boo this man!" And I saw Jason Momoa do this. And I pointed at BC. I was like, he said.
So, but immediately, like, motherly instinct kicks in, and Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
Look, sweetie, thank you very much for your question. If you are a fan of Superman, you're going to love our Justice League.
And then probably backstage, like.
Immediately, and there's a post video of that kid meeting Jason Momoa later.
Can we talk about that post backstage thing? Because we were in the press pit, and it was off to the right of us, and I had better hearing. I think I heard Gal Gadot yelling at somebody.
I didn't hear anything.
I won't talk about that thing. But what I did think was cool was that Jason Momoa was walking off because he's from Ireland. I actually went like that. And he kind of like looked over like, oh, hey.
Yeah.
He looked like he would have going
when they showed that, when they finished the Justice League trailer, he destroyed the freaking set. Like, he's throwing chairs and kicking
he
things.
Smashed the chair. They had to bring him another chair.
Yeah, he threw like 3 or 4 chairs. And so then
they go up again and
Chris Hardwick goes, okay, we have more questions, and he starts looking for a chair, and he's like, yeah, not so fun when you gotta clean up after yourself, is it?
And somebody comes out and gives him a chair. Props to the volunteers there for bringing him yet another chair. Needless to say, it was a lot of fun, but the main event hit later that night. They closed out. Oh, geez.
Marvel Studios brought themselves to Hall H. They opened up with Paul Rudd and Michael Pena, who are explaining the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe, going through all the films and what it all means. And then they turn and they go, so after they finish talking about everything, they go, so what do you think? Do you want to be Janet Van Dyne? And it pans over and it's Michelle Pfeiffer. And it was one, and she just looks at him and goes, well, it's kind of a sausage fest, boys, but whatever, I'm in. It was absolutely incredible. They show some concept art from Ant-Man 2. You see Michael Douglas in the suit.
I heard that the Bill Foster is Lawrence Fishburne.
Yes, Lawrence Fishburne's going to be in it.
Okay, so
I didn't catch who he's going to play, but
well, he's supposed to be Giant Man.
What?
Remember Bill Foster, black guy? He was Giant Man at
I know who Bill Foster is.
Yeah,
I'm just I didn't know.
Yeah, but I mean, this was probably, he was Giant Man before, because this is like the old squad.
He's actually Goliath.
Okay, Goliath. Sorry.
But yeah, it was really cool. And then they bring out Kevin Feige, and Kevin Feige gives us some information on Captain Marvel. Let me know what you guys think. They decided that Captain Marvel is going to take place in the 90s before Iron Man.
Yes.
And Samuel Jackson will be a main character in it. He'll have both eyes. And our villains are the Skrulls. Well, looks like Cora's had. Corey, what are you thinking?
It should be.
I did not see the video because that was the point where they stopped letting press in because the press pool was full and you were in there. So
I was right on the stage.
What was the footage they showed?
For Captain Marvel, they didn't show anything.
For Ant-Man and Wasp.
It was just concept art mainly.
There was no video at all.
There was like maybe a little video, not a lot.
Was there a video of Giant Man like peeking out from behind a building?
He's in New York and he kind of peeks out from behind a building, but that was really the only clip they kind of showed. Most of it was concept art.
Because a lot of the stuff I was getting was from our good friend Ryan Panagos, Agent M at Marvel.com. So I was able to get a lot of things from him because they actually gave him shit about getting into that panel. And at one point I came to his defense. I'm like, y'all do realize that is the vice president of digital media for Marvel that you're denying access to this panel. And they got him like, oh. And Ryan just kind of walked in off of that. I still was stuck outside.
Yeah. And he didn't say, come on, man, come on in with me.
They literally had no... The lady at the door was really being mean about the whole thing. Right. But I was like, I didn't want to press the issue because I knew BC and McCarter were in there, so I was good.
So it was cool footage. I'm excited about it, but the scrolls thing is what's really got me hyped.
Well,
because that means that some of our heroes may not be who they are.
Maybe. Secret rumors? Because
we've known for a while that Avengers 4
completely forgot.
Avengers 4 is not Avengers Infinity War Part 2. It is Avengers 4 and it's its own separate movie. So if they're introducing the Skrulls now, it looks like they're going to be coming in.
It is setting up for like other things to happen within the Marvel Universe, and I'm very happy about that. I mean, it's the 90s. We can kind of go back and reset a little bit of the history before Iron Man. Mm-hmm. But I also wonder, where the fuck is Captain Marvel been?
Very interesting.
Thank you.
In space somewhere, I guess.
Where is she? Why is she not out here like doing things?
I assume Kevin Feige's smart enough to figure out and tell us what's
I'm pretty sure they'll get it worked out.
Well, next up came up the Black Panther panel.
Oh God.
Man, was this panel cool.
Okay, and Lupita Nyong'o. God damn it, she walked right past me as she was acting crazy in that Pink Ranger costume, and I'm pissed off I didn't know it was her.
When?
Well, the panel was absolutely incredible. These guys are really
danced right past
they've got a great chemistry together, and this film looks incredible. They showed us a lot of new footage, including a brand new trailer and a new scene. Now the scene opens up with Martin Freeman.
Yes, Martin Freeman.
Martin Freeman's character speaking with Claw inside of a casino. He's trying to make some kind of deal with him to get some vibranium. Then you see T'Challa and the Dora Milaje. Is that how that
close?
Dora Milaje.
They're scattered throughout there, and they're talking on their headsets, and the girls are just like, "Can't we just take this guy? Like, this is dumb. Why are we sneaking around? Let's just take this guy."
Yes.
And T'Challa's like, "No, just wait.
And they're his bodyguards.
And finally, they can't handle it no more, and they're like, "Screw this shit," and they just go to town on people. And this incredible action sequence breaks out. It's going down. We get up to a point where we get T'Challa and Claw. He's at a dead end. He puts his gun on. He's out of bullets. So he's like, "Well, he's got a fake hand now." He's like, "Okay, you got me." Puts his hands up. That fake hand starts transforming into one big ass giant gun and just shoots.
Sonic cannon.
Yeah, we cut up into the trailer, which is absolutely incredible.
I don't like,
including a scene where T'Challa's running in a suit, and it phases off into the Black Panther gear. He flips up into the air, the Black Panther mask comes on, and he lands. Later in the same trailer, same thing happens to Michael B. Jordan's Man-Ape.
Okay, look.
They're using Reed Richards' unstable molecules technology.
Hey, T'Challa's very smart. Look, I don't like to go into too many movies with very high expectations. My expectations for Black Panther are through the roof. It was first the cast, which is like Oscar, random award. All of the actors and actresses are excellent.
Where my blurs at?
and then we start to see stuff from it. Okay, fine. We saw Black Panther in Civil War. We all loved him. So my expectations for this movie have now skyrocketed.
Look,
I'm gonna go
to that movie in a dashiki.
I'm with you.
with a fucking drug, with some drugs on the side. Fuck with your boy.
Okay, to that, whoever did the costumes for this movie, as far as just the people of Wakanda, deserves some type of award. I love all the colors. Everything, even the normal, like his guards, everything they wear looks like armor, but beautiful armor. So, awards need to be given out for this movie. My expectations are severely high for this.
Look, if Suicide Squad can win, I'm pretty sure they could take this.
But it's shaping up to be a really just gorgeous movie.
It is. It's becoming one of my most anticipated of Marvel. But another one that is most anticipated is Thor Ragnarok. And I know we've now seen the trailers.
Yes.
And I wasn't going to watch anything else, but holy crap was this trailer cool.
That was a cool
this
trailer.
Panel was so much fun. Mark Ruffalo is the damn trip, boy. Let me tell you what.
Mark Ruffalo is a gem of a human, and I love him.
They asked him, it turns out turns out he has been the Hulk since Age of Ultron.
He never reverted.
He has not reverted. Hulk does not want to become Bruce Banner anymore. So he just stays at the Hulk. And he has the speech of a 2-year-old.
I loved hearing him talk.
Or maybe everyone dies, or maybe they don't.
I don't know if it's
literally what he said.
I don't know if it's 2-year-old. I've had two-year-olds at this point. I don't know if it was.
Yeah, that speech in the trailer was a little more sophisticated than the 2-year-old. But
yeah, it was okay. But I loved hearing Talking Hulk. Besides Puny Guy,
I do not. I like Dumb Hulk. I like Hulk Smash and Puny Banner. That's all I like from my Hulk.
Well, you're wrong. So
that's what I told him. But whatever.
Okay.
You are entitled to your wrong opinion. It's okay.
By the way, I would like to say, go to our page. BC took a picture of Tom Hiddleston, Mark Ruffalo, and Chris Hemsworth. BC took the picture. Put that as your profile picture, because that picture is hot.
It was a really good picture.
It's a really good picture.
They were literally right next to me.
What's the reason for that picture, apparently?
I don't know.
Excuse me while
I know it's on my Instagram. I don't know if they put it on the SCNS page. I don't know. We'll put it up.
It should be there. Well, if it's not there, we'll put it there. Make that your profile picture for next week or next 2 months, whatever.
So the
next decade.
But the trailer itself, what did you guys think?
Oh, this was a perfect trailer. This trailer was just absolute greatness. I am so ready for Hela. With Guardians of the Galaxy, things got way bigger. It feels bigger with this Thor Ragnarok movie. I love the interaction between Thor and Hulk.
Yeah.
Also, we're getting big fire beast. Everybody kept talking about that's Surtur. Yeah. That is Surtur, and Hulk is fighting Fenris, the wolf. Yeah. That's the wolf he's fighting. That's Fenris. Oh, are you excited now?
I loved Bruce Banner and Thor talking. He's like, and we fought recently. Did I win? No, I did.
I won
easily. Doesn't sound right. Matt, you got a chance to watch it. What did you think of the trailer?
It was like hot fire. And you are all smoldering fire. It was great. I mean, the only thing that could have made it better was Beta Ray Bill. But
I was really hoping
that Beta
Matt, my man. If they ever do Beta Ray Bill, I'm going to be so happy. But anyway, what's her name playing Hela?
Kate
Blanchett. Why can't I love her as Hela. I love her explanation for taking up the role as well. That she did it for her kids, which is awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
All I know is when I heard Kate Blanchett playing Hela, I was like, okay,
can't she do it wrong?
This is gonna suck. Then I
saw
this is when they first said it. Then I saw the first trailer, and I was like, okay, that's Hela.
And he wonders why I've changed his name around chat. This motherfucker.
It's Kate Blanchett. Like
she's absolutely great as Hela.
Damn!
I love her as Hela.
Like a several-time Academy Award winner.
I love her delivery. You're the god of. I'm the goddess of death. What are you the god of again?
And then that footage of Thor landing with the.
Which leads us into the other footage they showed.
Well, they wrapped up there. They walked off the panel. All walked off. They had a good time. Kevin Feige said, "Hey guys, thanks for coming. I really appreciate it. We had a lot of fun out here with you guys. You're gonna get some free posters. We'll see you next." All of a sudden, out comes Black Panther, Thor, Loki, and Bruce Banner. Like, what the hell are you doing? He's like, what? What's going on? I was like, they're not here just for this. They want Avengers footage. And Kevin Feige was real quick to go, well, I didn't bring it with me. I'm sorry. We do not have the trailer for the Avengers. And they go, well, don't worry. We have Joe Russo here with us. And out comes Joe Russo to go, don't worry. I got the footage. It's cool. Let's roll it.
What was the audience mad?
They knew it was coming. And it was the D23 footage. We saw a D23 with a little bit extra added into it.
No, it was the exact same footage.
I heard there was a little bit more with the Spider Sense. Oh,
well, because I read about the Spider Sense after D23, so
that was added in.
I read about it was in the D23 footage.
Okay, then I could be wrong then.
But it was really cool what they showed. Like you get some of the cool images. It opens up with the Guardians going through like this wreckage. and then all of a sudden Thor smacks on their windshield.
I have a theory about that.
Get off!
And Thor does not look good. Which, as fun as Thor Ragnarok feels like it's gonna be, I don't think it's ending really well.
Well,
because it's gonna lead us to infinity, and Thor looks a lot like he did in the.
I have a theory. That is our after the credits footage for Thor Ragnarok. That him smashing him against the windshield of the Milano. Don't hold me to this.
I highly doubt that.
I think this is our
they would show us the.
I do. I do.
The scene before they do it. I highly doubt that.
We'll see.
But
November.
Other really cool imagery that we get to see there. Is it November? Infinity War is not November.
I'm sorry.
You mean
Ragnarok.
Okay, you're right. Okay. Another cool imagery we got the spider sense. His hair stands out.
Which I'm surprised we did not see that in Homecoming at all. We did not see the
He had
spider sense.
sleeves almost the entire time.
No, I mean we didn't see spider sense at all.
That's what I mean. Like if you're going with like the hair standing up.
Well, yeah.
He still had a little bit of He had some good reaction. He's still learning. He's still learning.
Like it was more reflexes and everything. But anyway, go on.
And then there's my favorite shot. Then we had the scene of Thanos has the two. He has no armor on him. He doesn't need his damn armor.
It's really weird him not wearing armor but
he's just like, I got the gauntlet. I don't need no armor. He's got two of the jewels in there, and he starts to pull the moon down.
I saw a really bad online copy, and I was like,
the thing is, when he walks out and he's bald-headed, Matt, what you got?
No, I saw it.
But when he walks out bald-headed, I was kind of like, where is his fucking armor? Because all we've seen him in is in armor.
When he walked out bald-headed, I go, why is Bruce Willis in this movie? I don't know. Thanos.
But I kind of thought it was weird that he was, considering every appearance that we've seen of him, he's wearing full armor. But then he's wearing like that, his summer look.
He don't need his armor. He's got a gauntlet. I
feel as though as he gets gems, the armor will grow.
And then from the interview I saw, Kevin Feige said, "Well, he's coming in like I'm a badass. I don't need my damn armor. Y'all are all little flies. I have the Infinity."
Well, that's Thanos' character anyway.
But my favorite shot of the entire Avengers Infinity War trailer, Doctor Strange is throwing up his little platforms, and Star-Lord is hopping across them, just shooting at things. It was one of the coolest things I've ever seen, man.
Captain America.
Teenage Groot. Nomad.
I'm so excited for Nomad.
I like seeing Teenage Groot.
Yeah, Teenage Groot looks cool too. So.
Spider-Man in the Iron Spider costume.
Yes!
That seems like shit got real. I need to wear my better suit. I need to wear my Sunday best today.
Mr. Stark, I'll take that suit now. I'll take it now.
I think I need it. Thanos looks like he's about to come in and just wreck every fucking thing that they have. I mean, he smashed Iron Man. He was crushing Thor's head. Peter Parker looked close to death.
Yeah, I was like, y'all better not.
Y'all better not kill Peter Parker.
No, don't do it this way. You better do it.
We will riot. I will set shit on fire.
Unless they bring in Miles right after.
I think they gotta bring in Miles before they.
No, I'll still set shit on fire. You better leave me with time. I just got this with Spider-Man. Leave me with. I want 6 movies at least with this Spider-Man. I'm tired of change. Okay, change is good, not in this case. All right.
So either way, it was.
You want to see Uncle Ben die again?
No.
I don't even like his rice.
All right, so before we close this out, guys, final thoughts on Comic-Con and who won. Jason, go ahead.
I'm gonna say this right off the bat. I was glad to finally be out there with my crew this year. Rob, BC, Ricardo, y'all kicked ass. Y'all did everything that I wanted to do the first year I went, and I'm gonna say right now, thanks, guys. It was a lot of fun.
It was a bit of a learning curve.
I can't wait until we do this properly again next year. We've learned some lessons.
He said that 3 years now.
But honestly,
there is no proper when it comes to San Diego.
But honestly, I've been to the show many times before, even before I became press. This was probably one of the better experiences I've had, and I think it was mainly because I was with you guys. But we handled it well. Y'all did great jobs all around. Especially, I'm still MVP. Ricardo deserves all the credit out there. He did a really good job. Okay, shut up.
I didn't say anything.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
I'm glad.
I didn't do nothing. All I do was take video and have to take pictures holding the fucking video camera in the same place. Hey, by myself, alone. Alone.
Well, hey, at least our cameraman got the best picture of
As I said, I was glad to do the show with my boys, my crew, my family. So that that alone made this whole trip worth it. Thank you guys.
Who won?
Marvel came from behind and won this motherfucker.
Cora, outward appearance, you have any thoughts on Comic-Con?
You're coming next year.
Gotta take that up with work. There was a lot of stuff. Like my Facebook, because you guys went, and then a couple of my other friends went with their outlets. So my Facebook was just this constant feed of stuff. But from the general consensus that I got, fucking Marvel won.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I take that back. Jason Momoa won. Just Jason Momoa himself.
Rob.
Well, like I said, it was a learning curve for this because I went up there just thinking I was going to hop around from panel to panel like I was freaking Bugs Bunny, and that shit didn't happen. I was in pain a lot. My back hurt. I got to go to the doctor, but I can't wait to go back next year. And the winner of this year's Comic-Con was Sarah and Stephen Amell.
Oh.
Good call, good call. Matt, final thoughts on from what you did get a chance to see with Comic-Con and from everything we've said here tonight.
Comic-Con happened? I was locked away because you guys wouldn't pay my bail.
So I absolutely loved Comic-Con. I had an absolute blast. The parties were insane. Me and Zach got way too drunk. We made a new bartender friend, Avi. How you doing? Call me again.
She didn't call me once.
We're working on that, bro.
How you doing?
I had so much fun. I loved it. I cannot wait again for next year. It's literally my favorite part of the year. Well, it's up there with WrestleMania.
We don't have to resubmit.
Now that's Nerd Family Reunion. Family.
Okay, hold up.
I have to.
This is Nerd Mardi Gras.
Touche.
All right.
I gotta say, who won? I'm gonna say DC won because they had the uphill battle. We expected Marvel to give us great things, but we came out loving that Justice League trailer and have a new set of faith for DC with it. So, I'm going to go with DC getting the win. But what do you guys think? Comment down below in this video and let us know. Jason, where can everybody find you?
You can find us facebook.com/SCNSlive or twitter.com/SCNSlive, of course, and follow us on Instagram at SCNSlive as well.
And yourself.
Oh, you can find me at Jason the X.
Cora Martin.
Alright, if you want to find me and talk about Dream Daddy, because I need to talk about this with more people, you can find me on Twitter at HawksPerch, or you can find me on Instagram at Korodono, Korodono.
She's posting new art.
Tell me which one is your favorite daddy. Mine is Goth Dad.
Rob and Chody.
And if you want a black daddy, or you want Black Dad B, you can find me at Entropy1 on Twitter. That's Entropy1. Or you can find me on Channel Control TV. And what you laughing so much for? What the hell was wrong with that? I don't know what's going on. Yeah, Channel Control or whatever. You can find me. Entropy1. Yeah, go on.
Matt.
Making me do work. Okay, so
welcome back, Matt.
In all seriousness, I will say that DC totally won, but the other thing, Stranger Things. I think Stranger Things totally won for me. You can find me at Move the Joystick on Instagram and on Twitter, and Septoro7 on any sort of PS4, Xbox, all those things. All right.
Don't forget to check out Cinelinx.com for all your news, reviews, editorials, and more. Follow them on Twitter at Cinelinx. My buddy Johnny LaQuasto has a new comedy album that you can pre-order right now. It is the pinned tweet on my profile, which you can find at RealJackassBC, RealJackassBC. I'm giving away the Black Panther Comic-Con exclusive poster. To win that, all you have to do is share this video, share our Comic-Con recap,
and comment. No, you have to comment.
Well, since I'm giving it away, I said you only have to share it. So share it.
We won't see who shares it.
If Jason will let me finish talking, share this video and tag me in it so that I know that you shared it. And that way I will give it away. You'll find out who won on It Is What It Is next week on Thursday. So definitely check that out. jackassnation.podbean.com. For Jason, for Cor, for Rob, for Matt, for the intern, wherever the hell he is, keep on nerding.